Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you can do for this channel is beat the like button like it owes you money before watching this, so it reaches a wider audience. Also, before I get on with the memes, first a word from today's sponsor, the MGTOW book collection part 2. Whether you're getting camel toe in Cambodia, banging babes in burqas in Turkey, or taking Polaroids of ladyboys in Thailand, Luca Vendetti has a series of books to make you live the dream. His new 3-booklet series includes How to Live on $500 a Month in Cambodia, Turkey, and Vietnam, in addition to his classic How to Retire on $200K in Southeast Asia. He also has the MGTOW book. Visit MGTOWbooks.com and use the promo code Sandman to get 10% off. Now available in 4 formats: PDF, Mobi for Kindle, EPUB, and text-to-speech MP3. Sponsor link is down below. And now on with the memes. Number 1, the government has confirmed that UFOs or UAPs are real, and nobody seems to care. I think they said that just because it's a test to see how addicted people are to their phones. 30 years ago it would have been a big deal, but nowadays people have almost no emotions. Like the only thing they care about these days is sex, status, and money. The idea that there could be more to life in the universe out there doesn't matter to most people anymore. Up next, here's the moment that Rey realized that a lightsaber wasn't a pleasure device. If the sequel trilogy had ended here, I'd be very happy. This kind of reminds me of that Lady Jill, who tried a dynamite stick for a thrill. They found her vagina in North Carolina and bits of her tits in Brazil. Women will put almost anything up there. One I knew used a bingo dabber. Another one used large hot dogs. Anything for a thrill. Number 3, here's what women do when they finally meet a genuinely nice guy who makes them laugh and treats them right. What they mean is a nice in behavior guy, but not nice in the looks department. When she meets a nicely behaved guy, she will friend zone him, block him, play games, or get back together with her ex. Men don't understand this because we find the majority of women attractive enough to sleep with and have a relationship with. We have lower standards in general. Women do not. If his looks don't make her tingle, then her bedroom won't jingle. Moving on, this man who vomited while watching his girlfriend have sex with another man in a TV series issues a statement. What did he say? That the cucking didn't go as well as expected. So all he did was vomit. But for many men, if they saw this, their soul would exit their body. The show is called Open House, the Great Sex Experiment, and they ended up staying together. They should have called it Open Ho, the Great Sex Experiment instead. Number 5, this Miami stripper was charged with a felony because she used her vagina in self-defense to squirt 5 police officers, and she also threw feces at a strip club whistleblower. Good to see that she's loyal to her employer. She's got a super squirter. I'm sure that there are tons of guys lining up to date her. With eyes that are crazy like those, you just know she's gotta be good in bed. Also looks like some women are evolving new defense mechanisms like those lizards that squirt blood out of their eyes. Up next, women say they want to be treated exactly like men. But if you make women part of the military draft, they say they didn't mean like that. What they mean is they want all the good things associated with being a man, while not receiving any of the negatives. It's obvious that women want all the advantages of being male and female without the disadvantages of either. With regards to war, every feminist will say it's the wrong kind of equality. Number 7, here's the modern male liberal and the person calling you a fan of Mr. Mustache on the internet these days. This individual looks like a human sperm. I guess he skipped leg day every day for his entire life. Also, why is his head so large? Does he have a case of hypocephalus or something? I don't think many people could pull off being modern-day circus freaks, but this guy definitely can. Moving on, do you find women with nose rings attractive? I once watched Korn and saw a woman wearing one kind of attractive. In any other situation, I find them repulsive. They're also a great way to warn you to stay away from women with them. I think septum rings are mostly made for testing 9-volt batteries. This is also a great way for Chad to help wake her up to tell her that her Uber has arrived, and that they won't be able to spend the night together at his place. Number 9, remember ladies to choose a major you love and you'll never work a day in your life, because your field will never be hiring. But it doesn't matter these days because even if you choose a major that will generate a job, you'll probably never work a day in your life, because they're laying everybody off and replacing them with AI or Indians. What this woman is saying is that she wasted 4 to 6 years in college. Up next, here's the absolute state of the world these days. This kid was caught applying logic to another kid's core belief system, also known as hate speech these days. Don't you know that every belief system is just as valid as any other, even if it makes no logical sense? In the past, the crazy people would have been locked up in the asylums to prevent woke mind viruses from spreading around. Today, we're living in a society-wide asylum, and the sane people are being told that they're crazy. Number 11, what the hell happened to the separation of church and state? This priest faces jail time for keeping the seal of confession. What will they do next? Go around and force lawyers to tell the courts that their client is innocent or guilty. This just means less people will be going to church for confession, and the Catholic Church will fade into obscurity even faster. In a country that provides religious freedom, this is awfully religiously unfree. Moving on, diversity-free Iceland is ranked as the most peaceful nation on Earth. This is a story from 2015 before all the woke nonsense never would have allowed a headline like this to be published. Today they would be asking instead how they can fix this lack of diversity and create some drama in that state. Diversity is being introduced in that country with 1,300 Muslims in 2015 and 250 Jews in 2018. It's only a matter of time before that country gets destabilized too. Number 13, Sydney Sweeney seems to be the only woman in Hollywood that likes being a woman, it seems. Most likely she's enjoying the attention and cashing in on every dollar she can from gullible Simpson billionaires. She was also recently selling soap with drops of her bathwater infused in it. Jeff Bezos could easily have a woman like this, but instead he married a plastic surgery nightmare. She knows what she has and isn't afraid to exploit men with it. Up next, if you tell a woman that you're under 6 feet tall, this is what she's going to start imagining. Rest in peace, Mini-Me Vern. But why is he hauling what appears to be a butterball turkey into his house? Even from all that fame of being in the Austin Powers films, he still couldn't get a relationship and he ended himself. Women just want a man that can protect them from the world, and that's easier to do if he's taller than most. Number 15, here are some people fleeing a country with universal healthcare and free education to start a life under the horrors of capitalism. No one ever flees capitalism. They always flee socialist countries for capitalist ones. As Turd-Flinging Monkey always says, people don't hate capitalism because it works. They hate it because it's not fair, because they envy and covet others with more than them. The only thing that keeps capitalism going is that most people under it believe that they too will be rich one day. Moving on, this is literally me. No, it's not actually me, but you get the picture. I'm still sitting at the same desk I had from the late 80s, and used to have a computer on it that looked like the one above, including the second level for the printer and a small 14-inch monitor. Except now I have 3 monitors and haven't had a printer in years. And as for this guy, I don't know if this is nostalgia or if he's just not able to go on anymore. Number 17, this is why you shouldn't help women these days. This woman accused the 36-year-old Good Samaritan of sexual assault, and it cost him his marriage and probably his job too. And all she got was 5 months in jail. That's it. If you destroy a man's life, then you should be sentenced to life. And women wonder why chivalry is dead. It's dead because women killed it with behavior like this. Makes me wonder how he's doing these days. Up next, Dr. Jessica Taylor says that 0% of grapes in history were caused by women and girls. She knows this to be true because she probably has a doctorate in gender studies. It's funny how you can be highly educated but also tarded at the same time. We all know that she's lying because these teachers are rapists of young boys. She's just doing damage control and maybe even trying to cover up for her own possible misdeeds. Number 19, when a woman is 18, all of her value is front-loaded. And when a man is 18, he has nothing. At 30, the average woman's optionality with men in relationships is drastically reduced. But men's value is just getting started because he's building a life for himself. Unless, of course, he's already born a rich trust fund baby. Many women at the age of 30 plus already have a body count in the dozens, which means their optionality with good men is then 0. Moving on, if women really want to close the wage gap, then they should change their majors from gender studies to engineering. But you know they won't. Correction, they can't. Because women are mostly built for dealing with people instead of things, and men are the ones suited for and interested in working with things. Hell, even most men, myself included, are terrible at math and engineering. Besides, soon AI will probably do all the engineering better than most humans. Number 21, here's former Russian heavyweight boxer champ Nikolai Valyev. Now he's a politician. Of course he was the champ. He's built like a Neanderthal. He only ever lost 2 of his major fights, and neither of them were by knockouts. He even beat Holyfield. Guy looks like the Andre the Giant of boxing, and I'm sure he had most of his round card girls wetter than Niagara Falls on a rainy day. Up next, with ridiculous laws like this, India is about to see its population crash. This woman says she regrets having sex, so therefore the guy raped her. He says she initiated. She agrees but says, now I regret it, so he goes to jail. That's what happens when you have a justice system stacked with white knight simps. You know, it's really bad when thirsty Indian men are staying away from women and the fertility rate is below replacement. Number 23, if human females really want to avoid grape, maybe they should do what female frogs do. They play dead to avoid mating with the males they find unattractive. So it looks like it's all over for the frog cells out there. But this wouldn't work for human females in Western European countries that are facing enrichment. The illegals don't care. They would just grape on. In a human marriage, this is known as starfish sex. Moving on, here's an unpopular opinion that face tattoos and piercings are the destroyers of beauty in modern women. Not just the face tattoos, but all of them. Even 20 years ago when tattoos started becoming popular with tramp stamps, I never liked them. I saw a couple women with sleeve tattoos as a fetish, but I never would have committed to them. They were strictly for recreational use only. Imagine how bad women will look in the next 20 years. Number 25 and the last one, here's what's going to happen to AOC if she doesn't lay off the tacos and torta. I think the Democrats don't understand that she's one of the reasons that what few males actually do vote for them are actually voting. If I was the Democrats, I'd stack their ranks with liberal women, hot ones if I could find them, and that way I would sway simps over to my side. The gordita is strong with the burrito Barbie here. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Please give this video a like to push it up in the algorithm, and so new viewers can find it. If you enjoyed this series and want me to keep making it, then donate at the PayPal and Subscribe Star links below. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.